Now let's go to the next item. We have the item for the finishes. Okay, so as the introductory, if you go to the finishes, we have few options here. Number one is the option for you to use room function. Okay, so for the room function, you only have to point one time, but we also have another function, number two, number three, until the end. This is where you can key in the information one by one. Okay, so let's say for the first one here, we can go to the architecture drawing. Okay, the drawing that already split just now, we already split the architecture drawing for the ground floor. Okay, so let's say we try to use the room function. You can see here at the element navigator at the room, go to the element list and add in the room. So you can see here I add in one room. So once you add in the room, you can see that you can edit the information here. For example, I would like to go through, can you zoom in? Let's say you would like to go and edit the information for the maid room. Okay, so if I zoom in, I can see the maid room. So I change the information here, maid room. Okay, and if you notice, once you add in the maid room here, this is for one room, the software also come up with the attached element list. So attached element list here, you can see the list of the finishes in that particular room. Okay, and then for each of these finishes, you can add in the sub component or the sub material for the floor finishes or waterproofing and so on. Okay, for example, let's say you go to the floor finishes, you would like to add in the finishes for the floor finishes. So click on the floor finishes and add in. Go to the add button. There are two options for the floor finishes. Horizontal floor finish, this is for the floor finishes, but for the vertical floor finish here are referring to skirting. Okay, so let's say I add in the floor finishes here, skirting. If you would like to edit this information, you can go to the attach element attribute at the bottom. Say for example, I put here parquet. Okay, so I put here parquet, so you can edit the specification at the bottom. What is the thickness of the parquet? For example, 12 mm thick. You can refer to the specification given here. Then if let's say you would like to add in any information, click on this attached element type. Then only you add in the information or the new item. Okay, so if let's say you would like to have one specific item for the skirting at this bedroom, you can go to the skirting and add in the skirting, or else you can choose the floor finishes here and add in the skirting. So that is the example of the room function. Okay, now let's go to the room function, how you would like to point the information. Okay, if we go to the zoom or to 3D view, where is our maid room? Okay, so you scroll down a bit. Okay, this is our maid room. Okay, this area. Okay, so what you can do, let's say you would like to identify the parquet for the floor finishes, you can use the point function. Okay, and then just click at the parquet and point here. So if you would like to see the 3D view, you can see that it is already being pointed. Okay, let's say you would like to see whether this floor slab have been identified or not. Normally we have to make sure that the slab have been drawn, or maybe if you like to see the information for the wall finish, let's say I add in the wall finish for the main wall finish. So this one, let's say plaster and paint. So what you can do next is you can go to the plaster and paint. Okay, click on the plaster and paint, go to the point function and click at this room. It will automatically identify the information for the maid room. Okay, so you can see here the finishes have been identified. Maid room is here.